who's like, I love seeing you on QVC. My favorite thing is that you always mess up the names of the colors.
That's
I was
hilarious.
like, always?
What a compliment. Thank you.
So it's something I'm working on. And let's try it with this one. Okay, so this
I have not noticed you messing up colors, PS, by the way.
I do tend to. Sometimes I read things phonetically and it doesn't serve me well.
Well, the colors names are so weird sometimes.
Yes.
I know.
But that's my new claim to fame. The boy who always messes up the colors. But I won't lead you astray. Okay. And speaking of which, this is my pick of the show.
Yeah, it's a good one.
Because it is very rare that Susan does a liquid knit button front top. And this is a gorgeous print on that liquid knit with that embellishment on it. So it should be $70. You are saving $21 if you shop with us this evening. It's $48.99 today at a clearance price. The only downside is you will not see it again. When it is a clearance price, it means there's no reorder on this. So 3 easy payments of $16.33 will get it home. It's the first day at this low price. And we have regular and petite inseams for you. So
awesome.
Regular is 27.5 to 33.5, petite 26.25 to 32.5. Sizes extra, extra small through 5X. In front, we have our lavender aqua.
Yeah, but I would say, I don't know if I would have called this aqua. I mean, there's kind of more of a sky blue and like a periwinkle, yes. And then all those beautiful shades of purple. And then you'll notice the detail here is kind of a rose gold.
Yes.
And these are heat pressed embellishments. It is the placed embellishment. It's the same on every single size and color. So it kind of acts like a placed print to pull the eye up, give light to the face.
Oh, I love that. And we only have 4 dozen left to go around in the regular and petite. So do not wait on that. Then we have the one that Beth has on. This is our clover and lime. This goes back to that green we were talking about.
100%. And then look at the beautiful embellishment. So these aren't just like all clear stones. You have the green on here and all different sizes of stones. This is magnificent. Nothing poking through or bothering you on the inside.
And there are only 300 left to go around in the regular and 150 in the petite. And last but not least, we have that party in a top. This is the tangerine in pink.
Do you not love these colors together?
This makes me so happy.
Me too. It just brings a smile. I mean, I'm a pink girl anyway, but it just brings a smile to your face. Those tangerine, gorgeous embellishments, those faceted little stones. You throw this in the washer and dryer, so the care is not any more difficult just because you have this embellishment here in the shape of a flower, very pretty. I always say, like, if Susan did any one of these things, it would be special. But when you have all of them, the print, this, and then the buttons even match these beautiful little enameled buttons.
And we have 300 left in the regular and then 250, I believe, in the petite. 200 petite.
Oh gosh.
So do not wait on that one. It's item number A685038. Not only is this special because it has all of those details, and it is very rare that Susan makes a button front top, but tell me a little bit about this.
So again, it's liquid knit, and every time there's liquid knit in a show and several pieces of liquid knit, it makes me happy because it just takes that one piece that catches your eye. That's what I did. I was watching Susan for a long time. I was buying everything else off QVC except for clothing for a long time. And then I thought, you know what, I'm gonna try liquid knit first because I heard Susan talk about it, all these customers raving about it. I wanted to see what all the fuss is about. And you see immediately, you never have to baby it. I mean, it just holds color forever and ever. It is silky to the touch. I think that's the most important thing about liquid knit. It's comfortable to wear.
Right.
Because you could have pretty pieces that are easy care, but if it's not comfortable, you're not going to put it on your body. So you'll love the fluid drape. I had this tied up to show you the skirt, and I untie it, and I know that there are no wrinkles there. I could have left the tie in for 10 days.
I'm so jealous of that.
Men are like, can we have a liquid knit men's collection?
I am begging for some liquid knit for the men because really I spend so much time trying to get wrinkles out, and if I had tucked that into my pants and taken it out, I would look like a wrinkled mess. You were getting something that looks as beautiful as when you take it off the hanger anytime you wear it. And that is very hard to accomplish.
I think it's amazing. I wish that I had these pieces when I was auditioning in New York instead of like pressing everything and then hauling stuff around on a hanger to different auditions, just to have liquid knit and throw it in my bag and not worry about it.
It would have been a game changer.
It would have been a game changer.
When you're at Pearl Studios at an open call auditioning. We both worked in theater and we have war stories to go around. And there's nothing worse than going, it's a hot day and you're bringing that change of clothes. This is something that whether you're traveling, whether you are on that road trip and maybe you're just in the car for long hours going to visit family and you've got to get out of the car and go right to that barbecue. This is going to look great, the second you get in the car and right when you get out of the car. All you do today is pick up which color you want to add to your wardrobe. And each of them is so different that obviously you can wear it buttoned up, as Beth does, but you can throw that tank under there and use it almost as that topper, as a jacket.
Yes.
If you want to get that arm coverage, keep the mystery. So you decide whether
Or you could
want...
layer it under something. Like you would lose this detail here, but if you wanted to have the print and the collar popping out of a, I don't want to talk about fall quite yet, but when we get there,
It's too soon.
it'll be here. It's too soon. You'll be able to just pop this underneath a cardigan or a jacket or a pullover sweater and have that collar and have that beautiful print.
Right, so right here is our gorgeous lavender aqua, fewer than 3 dozen in our regular, and the petite. Then we have our clover lime.
This is my favorite, even though I'm a pink girl.
Yeah, I love this clover lime, getting limited in that as well. And then last but not least, we have our tangerine pink. That has been wildly popular. Extra, extra small through 5X in that. Item number A685038. So do not wait on those. And the fact that you have regular and petite options, would you speak a little bit about sizing for
Absolutely. True to your QVC size. If you've never shopped QVC, typically it'll be one size smaller at QVC than other retail. If you've shopped other collections at QVC, Denim & Company, Quacker Factory, the sizing is going to be exactly the same. I am in my normal size. I am 5'7". I wear the extra small in the regular length, and you can see it's not grabbing me at the hips. I have plenty of room. I'm fuller busted. It's not pulling across the bust. In the back too is a beautiful, I have all my packs back on, but there's like a gorgeous detail down the center. We can see it probably better on the hanger, but there's
Right
like
here.
a center inverted pleat on the back. So that gives you even more ease in the cut because the fabric's already very forgiving. And then FYI, the collar with all this gorgeous top stitching. I mean, Susan's been at QVC now exclusive for 35 years. She's been in fashion for 45. She knows all the tricks, and she will do things other designers don't do because they're too expensive. So you have the stand underneath here. What that means is you don't have a floppy collar. You can pop a collar and it will stay. If you're going to pop this out, let's say you put a cardigan over this and you want the collar to come out, this is a great way to do it. The buttons all match, which I think is amazing. I know you've probably heard of the wall of buttons, right? At Susan's?
No, I've never heard of the wall of buttons.
So Susan's famous at her studio. I've been to her studio many times for having a wall of buttons, but now it's migrated into a room of buttons because they now grew the wall. So there's a whole room of buttons. These are all beautifully matched, little bit of silver detail. They're all shank buttons, which are more expensive. So a lot of expensive details. The placket finished on both sides in case you're doing what you said, John. You wear it open as like a little shacket.
Right.
It looks finished. And then just FYI, it doesn't button all the way up. You have that Y neckline here. So something to frame the face just beautifully. Oh, I see where you're going.
You know I love to
see
mix
what
and
you're
match.
doing.
I treat this place like my Barbie dream house. But pick this up and you get this, pair it with a white pair of like jeans. You have that ultimate easy look. It gives you that light drapey feel all over the body because it's liquid knit and it's wrinkle free, but it's going to keep that color. So you pick these up this season. They're going to look as beautiful when you pull them out of your wardrobe next season for those warmer days. Do not wait on these. They have been wildly popular. And if you want that item number for the tank tops that we showed a little earlier, that is at the top of your screen. Pair those together and you decide whether you want to get home our tangerine pink, our clover lime.
I love that. I love it so much. I love the green stones, I think.
Too.
Make me so happy.
And I like that the stones are going to they're different on each one. And then last but not least, you have that lavender aqua, which we said the lavender aqua, we would say more of a periwinkle in there. There's not a whole lot of aqua in it, but do not wait on the petites across the board on these. They've been wildly popular. Susan is one of the few brands that brings us regular and petite in our tops.
Yeah, she works really hard to bring as many new tops in both regular and petite as she can, cardigans, tops, etc. So it's a great opportunity to dive into the Susan Graver collection if you never have, because it's easy to find your size. She really tries hard to be inclusive with sizing. And then I love this button front. I just think it's flattering. I have an issue with button fronts if they're woven.
Yeah.
Because I am fuller busted and they tend to pull, and then it's not a good look if you have gapping in between every button. No, not a good look. But here, I got plenty of room. I got plenty of stretch in the fabric, and then you'll even notice how it comes up a little bit on the side, kind of that shirt tail hem, just like the skirt. We want tricks to elongate and flatter the figure. Susan doesn't do high and low. She does low and lower, so you get all that coverage.
Actually, get that coverage. I would just like sometimes, you know, like I just want something drapey and flowy. I wish that men's clothes were more like that.
I wish that too for
I'm
you.
gonna call Susan
Yeah,
because
give
I've
her a
got some
call.
questions. I'm like, and the guys upstairs agree. We
Yeah.
need to
We'd love to
rebrand
hear
the men's
from you.
clothing.
Absolutely.
But and they don't like wrinkles either upstairs.
Oh, well, who
but
does
in
really?
the
Who's looking
meantime-
for wrinkled clothing?
No,
I don't know.
you don't have to deal with that. You don't have to deal with wrinkles. You don't have to deal with anything that's constricting or hot. Pick up this gorgeous tunic because it is new. It's the first day you're seeing it at this low price. You're saving $21, but there's no reorder on it. It is a clearance price, which means when it's gone, it's out of here. And Susan does not do many button front tops in that liquid knit. So this is the time to take advantage of what will be a wardrobe must-have. You are getting those fantastic buttons on it, but if you like that lavender aqua, that is last call in both regular and petite. It's item number A685038. Call 800-500-7590. I love that we can see when our model was just turned around, that pleating in the back,
Yeah.
that vent that gives you just that feminine, flattering fit to
Yes,
it.
yes.
That takes that button front from what would be maybe more of a men's silhouette into
Yes.
that lovely, like,
Oh, I'm
drapey
so impressed
feel.
by you. Yeah, exactly. And it's something pretty. You know, there was a time when people saw this. A
Right.
few years, if you remember, that's all they saw. Now people see us 360.
Yeah.
So there is a lot of workmanship in this top. Once we get to this stage and it's not ever coming back, it's a chance to get something limited edition. It's limited right now. You will never regret anything in liquid knit because it's an investment in forever. And you're getting all of the quality, all the fit points, the fabulous fabric, and the easy care, and the beauty.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
also I don't know if we talked about it on this top, but these patterns are all specifically placed there.
Yes.
So this is meant to
Yeah.
look the same no matter what color you get,
Right.
no matter
The
what
print
size
is
you
more
get.
of an all over, but for
Right.
sure this is meant to draw the eye up in a flattering way.
Yeah.
It's not like in the center of my chest. Nobody wants a flower featuring
No.
this.
You are
Just
getting it in that perfect place that
perfect
is
place
going
up
to
here.
land beautifully on your body.
Yes.
And it's going to last for years. So you decide which color you want to get home, but don't miss out on the opportunity to get one of the rare button front tops from Susan, whether it is that tangerine pink, our clover lime, or last but not least, that lavender aqua. Item number A685038. We're limited across the board in those petites. So to my
good
petite
one.
friends, make sure you pick those up. But if we don't have it in your size, you could pick up that regular.
Oh,
And it
sure.